TikTok girl's father executes her stalker.
This is the story of Ava Majuri, a 14-year-old girl who blew up on TikTok. The people were following her for a reason, but one simp took it too far. 18-year-old Eric Justin 111 messaged her everywhere, eventually getting in touch with kids in her grade to get her attention. To make him go away, Ava and her parents willingly agreed to sell face-only selfies to the man for $150 each.
Wait, what? Press X to doubt. Bro, you're your daughter's pimp. You pimped your daughter out, which is respectable, okay? They're only face pics, all right? And kids are expensive, so you know what? I don't even fault you for that. But let's be honest about what you're doing, okay? You're selling pics of your daughter for 150 bucks, all right? It's a 14-year-old. You're not letting her keep that cash.
Didn't work. When things got worse, Ava blocked the man, but he used his sources at the school she went to find her address. And at 4:30 a.m. on July 10th, 2021, broke into her house with a shotgun, where he was shot dead by Mr. Majuri. She has moved and is now homeschooled to avoid her classmates, yet her social media accounts are still active.
Everyone in our generation now wants clout or wants numbers behind their name.
And if she wants to keep those numbers up, she's gotta keep posting.
What is this YouTube video? What is happening? Dude, my Zoomer brain is destroyed. What happens? What do ADHD people do when you put them in the fucking forest? If I were to go live in the forest for like 6 months, would I just kill myself? No. Martin Shkreli said that he basically reset and he was like chill in jail, right? Or in prison, but he still had a cell phone. What do you think I would do in the forest for 6 months? I feel like I would kill myself. I don't even know how I would entertain myself. I bet you would try fucking a rock and then dying from infection. What does that mean? Hunter versus farmer hypothesis. I thought a lot about ADHD recently, and now I feel bad for making Nathan take medicine. I'm starting to feel more and more like... The thing that sucks is every psychologist person I've ever talked to about this agrees with me 100%. So I don't even know if psychologists debate this. I need to talk with some... I need to talk with somebody that can convince me out of this. This is like how I view, this is like my model for like brains right now. This is what I feel like. I feel like you have like, there's like all of these different types of brains that exist in society. But like the way that society is built right now, this is kind of like our ideal. Like people that can do this shit, like sit in one place for a long period of time, absorb a lot of information, have a very high IQ, like work with data sets, whatever the fuck white collar jobs are. This is like the best type of human for this society. But like in another society, maybe this brain would be really good. Like if a society was organized a little differently, maybe this would be, but since they're not, you have these like naturally occurring patterns that like everybody is different in terms of like brains. But because these people, their brains just don't really work in our current society, the goal is just medicate them until they do. Like we have to pump this dude full of like Ritalin or some type of other medication until we can like bring them in line with what works for society, which seems a little fucked, doesn't it? Doesn't that seem a little bit fucked up? But I don't know. Should I have sent Nathan to like the fucking African jungle or some shit? Or I don't know. I've had people email me. Actually, I complained about schooling one time. I had 3 or 4 different people email me. Apparently, there are alternate types of schooling systems. They're kind of exotic or experimental. They cost a bit, which isn't really a problem. But I've gotten emails from teachers that work with some of these other types of educational systems, which is interesting. What's the alternative destiny? I feel like the alternative is, I feel like if you could find things to do with these people, like I think I could have. I am the smartest person. I think I could have been a genius in school if I could have been utilized in a different way. Because I took a fuck ton of AP class. I barely skirted by, but I hated school. But if you could have like put me in a competitive environment, right? Like I've done more research for papers, manifestos, for whatever. In one manifesto, I've spent more time working on it than I spent in all of my like high school papers combined. But it's just because school sucked. But if you could have found a way to make that competitive, I would have been awesome in school. But I wasn't. So the I wonder if there's like other types of schooling things where you could take kids with like ADHD or kids with other sorts of things and then like utilize them in a way where like it works better for them. I'm not sure. Has Nathan's medication not worked well for him? Nathan's medication works amazingly for him. But when it says like, but what does his medication do? His medication it brings him in line with like a more neurotypical brain. Is that a good thing? I don't know. It feels weird. Aren't grades competitive? No, because I don't give a fuck about my grade. I don't give a fuck about my class rank, right? I don't give a fuck if I'm rank, 2 in my class or rank 100. If I'm passing, I'm passing. Like, why the fuck would I care what my grade rank is? Now, if it was like a 1v1 debate, okay, where the winner gets to fuck the cheerleading I'm just kidding, in a video game. But if it was like online, I very much care about how I do in debates. I very much care about my... I'd very much care about like how I perform in a debate with somebody. That's really important to me. In school, I don't give a care about my class rank. So I feel like there has to be some other way to. What if only the top 50 students advance to the next grade? I mean, if you failed and you're a loser, I guess it would suck. But otherwise, like, I don't know. I just like. Am I the only person that didn't give a fuck about my grades when I was a student? Maybe because my parents didn't pressure me or anything. But who cares? I don't know. I just. Wouldn't it be harder for these different brains to socialize and cohabitate post-school? You'd make these different personalities more segregated. No? I mean, we're already so segregated. I can't believe it can get any worse than this. Bad short-term memory is not just a different type of thinking. Holy shit, ADHD would fuck in any different societies. I don't know if that's true. I don't even think ADHD is necessarily characterized by bad short-term memory. I thought the primary characterization of ADHD was just poor executive control. You just have a hard time focusing on things that you might not otherwise be interested in. And then all of the other things kind of spin out from there, essentially. That like bad executive function. Because if you believe, for instance, that ADHD kids, and this seems to be the case, or this is what I learned at least when I was reading for Nathan shit, if ADHD kids are interested in something, they can have like an insane amount of, hold on, I might have just spotted a permaban. They can have an insane amount of privilege. No, hold on, I'm sorry. Somebody just wrote something that triggered the fuck out of me so much. Destiny, you're unironically in a place of privilege with this. You got a career where your grades literally mean 0, whereas the rest of this shit is vital for career development. Now, we can say that's a bad thing that I might agree with, but we are in this current society. Okay, I literally flunked fucking school because I was working so much because I didn't get a scholarship because my grades were fucked. So fuck you and off yourself, you stupid fucking piece of shit. Okay, go ask mom and dad to buy more education for you. Fuck you. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't make an assumption about my educational background. Okay, I flunked out of school because I was working. Fuck you. The word you're looking for is hyperfocus. Yeah, although some people that talk about ADHD apparently don't like the term hyperfocus because they feel like when you talk about hyperfocus, it makes it sound like you can like direct it, which you can't. Having untreated ADHD has a huge correlation with depression and bad self-esteem, mental health stuff later in life. Having consistent failures and things that should be easy just because you're lazy. Yeah, no, I understand. Why can't you understand what I'm saying? Am I really communicating that poorly? Let me try it again. Let me try one more time, okay? Let's back up. What I'm saying is that in a society structured in other ways, there might be more roles for people with atypical minds that work in this society. What I'm saying is that this society is hyper-structured around people that can sit at a fucking desk and stare at a fucking computer and push a mouse and type on a keyboard for 8 hours a day and do that shit and be neurotic as fuck and just do that. That's like, our society rewards that type of brain. And that's not even a bad type of brain. I make it sound like these people are horrible. That's not, if you can do that, that's really good. And that's fine. That's amazing. If you can do that, that's good. But the issue is that if you're of a different type of mind, or you learn in different ways, or you excel in different types of activities, you're fucked. Because there's no place for you. You're gonna be a fucking loser who has to do manual labor, and your back is gonna be broken by the time you're 33. You're not gonna have any unions. Your pay sucks, and your life sucks, and everybody looks down on you, and you're fucked, okay? That's my issue, is that it seems like society caters towards one type of mind, which is not the worst thing in the world, but then it gets a little scary when it's like, okay, well, the type of mind that society caters towards, we need to medicate everybody else until we bring them in line with that type of mind. That's my issue. What type of activity would an ADHD brain be useful for? I don't know. I truly don't know. If I have an ADHD brain, maybe, maybe not. Based on what I've read, maybe. But I'll go take a test someday so I can have my neurodivergent privilege or whatever. But like, I could work on a lot of shit and put in an autistic amount of work into shit that I cared a lot about. Like when, like I never do math homework, but I would draw like entire fucking like gear charts and shit for the little mud games that I played, or like these whole autistic fucking strategies to abuse like archaic code in these text-based games. With Kyle, we were trying to fucking kill people, and I will sit there and do that during class. I'll be like sketching shit out. Like I don't know, so some autistic fucking ADHD kid can be thrown into he can be a quant for some fucking hedge fund or something. I don't know. Maybe there are places where kids like that where you throw them in different areas. Like, oh well, this guy does this, or this guy likes to fucking do or whatever. You know, protein folding in a fucking simulator game. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying maybe there are places where different types of minds can be utilized instead of like you need to time to do your 7th hour of social studies. And I'm not shitting on social studies. I love history. I don't love history. I'm not shitting on those other subjects, but I'm just saying like maybe there's like a more productive way to utilize other minds rather than assuming a one size fits all for every type of mind in society. Okay? I think the gap in communication is that you started off with a saying that you want to take Nathan off his drugs. I never said that. Did I ever say that? Did I say that? If I said that, then I misspoke. I don't know. Did you not? I thought I said I wonder now if I should have put him on drugs, or I wonder if I'm doing him a disservice. I think is what I said. That's what I said. Jesus Christ, Holy Mother Mary, fucking Virgin Mary of God, Jesus Christ of Jerusalem, fucking holy hell, the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, my God, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, the Trinity. Oh my goodness gracious to the Lord on high. I hate all of you. Give me a second. Oh, I'm sorry. I just make autistic noises. I can't help myself. Can you introduce the people you bring on to talk? I have no idea who anyone is. That was a friend of the stream. If you didn't know, you're not watching enough episodes. Okay. DJ Quad. Oh, you're the guy that keeps emailing me, telling me to use the transport mods. I'm not using any mods. Okay. I'm just using the one. They call it stimming? Wait, is that what I'm doing? Can I claim that when I make these random noises? Stimming or self-stimulatory behavior is repetitive or unusual body movements or noises. Stimming might include hand and finger mannerisms. Oh, shit. Bro, I'm just stimming out! Chewing or mouthing objects. Stimming seems to help autistic children manage emotionally anxiety, anger, fear, and excitement. Damn, which one do I have? It focuses their attention on the stim and produces a calming change in the body. Oh, am I making noises because I'm trying to calm myself? No, probably not. I'm probably just saying shit because I'm just autistic. Where's Hamster at? Hamster! Every time you tell me to stop making mouth noises, you're being ableist. There's an ableism-free zone. No R word either. Stop. Destin, you got Simi Wako banned from a restaurant. What? You got me blacklisted from a Chinese food place earlier because you made an Asian voice intro. Ask Reindeer Flotilla. I had stream on and you started fucking yelling while I was on a call and they hung up on me. No shot, dude.